Have you ever felt like you were walking alone, even when surrounded by others? Have you ever wondered why certain people come into your life only to leave, or why it sometimes feels like no one truly understands your journey? What if I told you that your solitude isn't a sign of failure or loneliness, but a reflection of your own strength and purpose? What if, instead of seeking to fill the space around you with people, you embrace the idea that the right people will come into your life when you found yourself? Today, let's explore the truth that your journey is uniquely yours, and that the path you walk is meant to shape you in ways only you can understand. Your solitude is your power. In a world where we are constantly encouraged to connect with others, to share every moment, to be seen and heard, it's easy to forget the incredible strength that lies within being alone. There is an unmatched power in solitude, the kind that allows you to rediscover who you truly are away from the noise of the world. In these quiet moments, you have the space to listen to your inner voice. Without the distractions of social media, expectations, or the need to conform to others, you have the freedom to reflect on your journey, your dreams, and your purpose. It's in solitude that you can reconnect with your true self, stripping away all the external pressures and rediscovering the essence of who you are. It is in these moments that you find clarity about what you truly want, not what the world tells you to desire. You begin to realize that your worth is not defined by the number of people in your life or by the friendships you form. It's defined by how well you know and love yourself. Your solitude becomes a sanctuary, a sacred space where you can nourish your mind, body, and soul. In the quiet, there is room for growth. You can cultivate the patience to understand your emotions, the resilience to face challenges head on, and the wisdom to trust your instincts. The more time you spend in solitude, the more you develop the strength to stand firm in your decisions, unapologetically pursuing what feels right for you. Being alone is not a sign of weakness, nor is it something to be feared. It is an opportunity, a chance to become the best version of yourself, to refine your thoughts, and to deepen your understanding of your true potential. When you embrace your solitude, you unlock a power that can never be taken away, a power that will carry you through any storm, a power that will guide you to your own success, your own happiness, and your own peace. Let go of the need to fill every moment with noise and distractions. Let go of the fear that solitude might mean loneliness. Instead, embrace the quiet, for it is in this space that you can truly discover the depth of your own strength and the limitless potential that resides within you. Your solitude is your power. Use it to become everything you were meant to be. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. We've been taught that solitude equates to isolation, that to be without company is to be without connection, and that solitude is something to be feared or avoided. But in reality, being alone is not a reflection of your worth, nor does it signify a void in your life. Being alone is simply an opportunity to reclaim your space, to reconnect with yourself, and to honor the relationship you have with your own soul. When you are alone, you are free from the judgments, expectations, and influences of others. It is a time when you can focus solely on your own thoughts, desires, and feelings. In that space, you can hear the quiet whispers of your heart, the ones that often go unnoticed amidst the noise of daily life. It's in those moments of solitude that you can truly get to know who you are, what makes you tick, and what excites you. Loneliness is not a byproduct of being alone. Loneliness comes from not feeling connected to yourself. It's an emotional gap, a disconnection from your own worth or purpose. It happens when we allow external factors, such as the lack of social validation or comparing our lives to others, to define how we feel about our own existence. But when you are comfortable in your own company, when you embrace the quiet moments with open arms, you realize that being alone doesn't need to bring with it any sense of emptiness. It allows you to rediscover passions that you may have set aside, It grants you the freedom to explore new interests without anyone telling you it's too late or that it's not the right thing to do. You can reinvent yourself without the pressure of anyone's opinion. It's the time when you can create, reflect, heal, or simply breathe without any distractions. When you're alone, you can learn the true value of independence. You begin to see that your happiness is not tied to the presence of others, and you do not need to rely on external relationships to feel whole. Instead, you begin to realize that your happiness comes from within. You can nurture your own joy, create your own peace, and shape your own future. True loneliness occurs when we forget how to connect with ourselves. But the moment you begin to enjoy your own company, to savor the quiet, to find comfort in solitude, you will discover that being alone is an act of self-love, not self-deprivation. The joy of your own presence is enough. And in that space, you become your own best friend, your own cheerleader, your own source of fulfillment. Never confuse being alone with being lonely. Being alone is an opportunity to reconnect, to grow, and to be at peace with who you are. It is a moment for you to be your own source of love and light. And when you truly embrace the beauty of your own presence, you will find that loneliness no longer has a place in your life. You will be whole just as you are. You are your own best friend first. In a world that often tells us to seek approval and validation from others, it can be difficult to remember that the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you cultivate with yourself. We are taught from a young age that friends, family, and romantic partners are supposed to complete us, to fill in the gaps we believe we have. But the truth is, you complete yourself. The foundation of any meaningful connection you have with others starts with the relationship you have with yourself. If you don't know how to be kind to yourself, how to offer yourself compassion, or how to stand by yourself in times of trouble, then how can you expect others to do so? A true friend is someone who lifts you up, accepts your flaws, and helps you become the best version of yourself. You must first become that friend to yourself. Being your own best friend means giving yourself the grace to make mistakes and the space to learn from them. It means understanding that your imperfections do not define you. They are part of your unique journey. When you are your own best friend, you stop holding yourself to impossible standards of perfection. You realize that it's okay to stumble, to fall, and to get back up again. You'll always have your own back, even when no one else does. Being your own best friend also means showing up for yourself when no one else does. It's about being there for yourself during the tough times, the moments of doubt, the struggles, the heartache. You become your own source of strength, and in doing so, you learn that you are never alone. You are always your own most loyal supporter, reminding yourself of your worth, your value, and your ability to overcome anything. You are your own best friend first, because you are the only person who will always be there for you. Friends come and go, circumstances change, and life throws challenges your way. But the one constant you will always have is yourself. You are the one who knows your dreams, your fears, your joys, and your pain. You are the one who can soothe your own soul, encourage yourself to keep going, and celebrate your own successes. Being your own best friend also means knowing your worth, not seeking it outside of yourself. When you learn to love and appreciate yourself, you stop depending on others to validate your value. You stand tall in the knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. You will no longer seek friendships or relationships out of a place of lack, but out of a place of abundance and self-assurance. Most importantly, being your own best friend means giving yourself the love and care you deserve without waiting for anyone else to give it to you. You are deserving of your own attention, affection, and nurturing. When you give yourself this gift, you become a beacon of love and positivity, and that energy radiates outward. You'll begin to attract the kind of friendships and relationships that are built on mutual respect, love, and understanding. Start today. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself as you would to your dearest friend. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and offer yourself compassion when you fall short. You are your own best friend first. And by nourishing this relationship, you create the foundation for all other relationships in your life to thrive. When you love yourself fully, you open the door for others to love you just as deeply. And the friendship you have with yourself becomes the most powerful, fulfilling connection of all. The right people will find you when you find yourself. For so long, we've been taught that we need to seek out the perfect people, friends, partners, mentors, as though they are the missing pieces to our puzzle. But the truth is, the key to attracting the right people lies not in searching outside of ourselves, but in turning inward and finding clarity, strength, and authenticity within. When you begin the journey of self-discovery, when you embrace who you truly are, flaws, strengths, dreams, and all the energy you radiate shifts. You stop seeking approval from others and begin to stand in your truth, unafraid of being seen for who you are. In this space, you start attracting people who resonate with your authentic self. You draw on individuals who appreciate you not for who you pretend to be, but for who you genuinely are. Finding yourself means shedding the layers of conditioning, societal expectations, and past influences that have shaped you into someone you thought you should be. It's about getting in touch with your passions, your values, and your purpose, and letting these guide you toward the people and experiences that align with your true essence. When you align with your purpose, the right people will naturally gravitate toward you because they will recognize that same light within you. Too often, we try to fit ourselves into the mold of what others expect or desire. We chase after relationships that don't serve us, friendships that drain us, and connections that make us feel less than we are. But when you've found your authentic self, when you've learned to trust your instincts, honor your boundaries, and embrace your uniqueness, you stop chasing. You stop forcing. You begin to understand that the right people don't need to be chased, they simply appear. The right people will find you when you find yourself because they are seeking the same connection you are. When you have come to a place of peace and acceptance with who you are, you will attract individuals who do the same. These are the people who see you for your full potential and don't ask you to be anything other than who you are. They understand the value of authenticity and know that real connection happens when two people can show up without masks, without pretense, and without fear. Finding yourself is not just about knowing what you like or dislike, it's about becoming comfortable with your own presence. It's about having the confidence to walk alone, knowing that your worth is not determined by the number of people around you, but by the richness of the relationship you have with yourself. When you do this, you naturally become magnetic to those who value the same depth of connection, who are on their own path of self-awareness and growth. In the process of finding yourself, you may shed some relationships. That's okay. The right people will find you when you stop pretending to be someone else. They will find you when you stop hiding behind masks, when you stop being afraid of what others might think or how they might judge you. The right people will come into your life when you are no longer seeking them out of a place of desperation or insecurity, but from a place of knowing that you are enough just as you are. And when the right people do find you, it won't be because of a game or an effort. It will be because you've learned to stand in your own light, to honor your truth, and to be unapologetically yourself. You will no longer feel the need to force connections or prove your worth. The people who are meant to walk alongside you will recognize your worth without you having to say a word. The right people will find you when you finally find yourself, when you are no longer lost, when you are no longer pretending, when you have truly come home to who you are meant to be. Your journey is not meant for everyone to walk with you. There is a deep truth in this statement that can be difficult to accept, especially when we have a desire to share every part of our lives with others or when we long for the companionship of those we care about. But the reality is, not everyone will understand your path, your purpose, or your vision. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk beside you, and this isn't a reflection of their worth, nor is it a sign of your inadequacy. It's simply the nature of the journey. Each person's path is uniquely shaped by their own experiences, beliefs, and growth. Some will align with your path for a while, others may only cross it for a short period, and some may never walk it at all. And each of these encounters serves a purpose, whether it's to teach you something, to challenge you, or simply to remind you of your strength in walking alone when needed. There will be people who cannot keep up with you because they are not yet ready to walk where you are going. There will be others who may walk with you for a while, but then decide to take a different turn, as their journey leads them in a different direction. It's not personal, it's just that not everyone is meant to share the same chapter in your story. Some may not understand your choices or the risks you take. They might question your decisions, challenge your dreams, or even try to steer you onto a different path. But remember, your journey is yours alone to navigate. There will be times when you feel the weight of walking alone, the loneliness that comes from seeing others paired up, surrounded by a group, or seemingly having all the support they need. It's in these moments that you must remember, your path is uniquely yours to create. It doesn't need to be filled with people to validate your worth or to prove that you are moving in the right direction. You will also encounter people who walk part of the way with you but are unable to follow where you are headed. It's not that they don't care about you, it's just that they cannot go as far as you are going. Their journey is different, and they must follow their own calling. This can be difficult to accept, especially if they were once a central part of your life. But the beauty lies in understanding that their path and yours do not have to be the same for them to have meaning or significance in your life. And while you might experience moments of doubt, wondering if you're on the right path or if you are moving too fast or too slow, know that this journey is uniquely yours. There will be times when you will walk alone, but it is during these times that you discover the depths of your own strength, your own resilience, and your own power. Alone doesn't mean less, it means that you are at the helm of your own life, steering your ship in the direction that is right for you. There will be people who may never understand the sacrifices you make or the hard choices you must face. They may not understand the passion that drives you or the reason you are willing to take risks that others would never dare. And that's okay. Your journey isn't meant to be understood by everyone. It's meant to be understood by you, by the one person who is walking it. Your journey is not meant for everyone to walk with you, because not everyone is meant to witness or share the evolution you are undergoing. Some people will only see the surface, while others will see the depth of your transformation. But ultimately, it is you who must travel this road. It's you who must navigate the twists and turns, make the tough decisions, and learn from every experience along the way. While some may walk beside you for a while, your journey will always be yours to define, and you will meet others along the way who will walk with you at different points, but it is only you who can carry the weight of your own path. Some will be there to support you, some will only be there for a brief moment, and some may not be there at all. But regardless of who stays or who leaves, you will always have yourself to guide you. Your journey is not meant for everyone to walk with you, because your path is ultimately about becoming the person you are meant to be. And sometimes that requires distance from those who cannot see the fullness of who you are becoming. Your evolution, your growth, and your success are yours alone to define. And in that process, you will find the people who truly resonate with the person you are becoming, those who are on their own journeys, and understand that not every path is meant to be shared. In conclusion, the journey you are on is uniquely yours, shaped by your own experiences, choices, and growth. While others may walk beside you for a time, not everyone is meant to accompany you through every step of the way. It is in your solitude that you find strength, clarity, and purpose. And it is through embracing your own authenticity that you attract the people who truly resonate with your soul. The right people will find you when you find yourself. And when you understand that your journey is not meant for everyone to walk with you, you free yourself from the burden of needing to please others or seeking validation outside of yourself. You are your own best friend, and in that relationship you discover the limitless power within you. Being alone does not mean being lonely, for in your own company, you will find everything you need to succeed. As you walk your path, You will shed the relationships that no longer serve you and make room for those who will align with your truth. Your journey, though sometimes solitary, will always be rich with lessons, growth, and connection to those who truly understand and appreciate you for who you are. Remember, your solitude is not a weakness. It is your power. When you find yourself, you will no longer search for the people who belong in your life. They will find you walking beside you in alignment with your vision and your purpose.